Hello, people. Welcome to the new installment of Hussein Show. Give me some hellos. Give me some hellos. How are you doing tonight? Or today? Or this day? This evening? Whatever the time is where you are right now. Hello, Danny. Always great to see you, brother. Salam alaikum. Hey, life is a journey. Good to see you. Mariah. Hello, Ella. How are you doing? How are you doing? I will wait for some minutes to see if more people join the stream. Royale side, what's up, dude? All good with you? Can you hear me well? Power Matrix. Well, I assume that we live on the same continent because it's the same time here as well. I would like you to join the Discord to talk to me online. Who is up for it? Come on. Come on, don't be shy. Join the Discord. Talk with me online. Let's see. You do that, brother. Install the app. It's not that complicated because I didn't know what Discord was before like couple of months. No, not couple of months, but let's say 4 or 5 months. Apparently, it's something gamers used to communicate with, but it's not. It has become more of a general communicating tool. So a lot of features. Seems cool. Hello, Teresa. No, you're not late. Are you from Portugal or Brazil? Maybe it's too late in Brazil right now, or too early. Brady Alex, hello. Is Discord a virus or a bug? I don't know. I don't think it's either of them. It's just an application for joining the live session here with me right now. The app is called Discord. It's the link is in the description box, so you don't have to do any too much. Then just click on the link and proceed with the installment. And you can use it online as well, so you don't have to have the application per se. Cheers, Brady Alex. Hey, Sunita. I'm glad you could join, even if it's that late. But I assume you are used to being up too late. Maybe you're studying. What are you up to this time of night? Breanna, welcome, sister. Glad to see you. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback from you. You are welcome. Mon ami Jean, comment ça va, Jean? No, I don't speak French. I'm doing fine, brother. Mariah, what time is there where you are? I've actually been to India. Very interesting experience. Maybe I will show you some footage someday. It was a while ago, but it was in a past life. I was doing something else, completely different. How many languages can you speak? I actually was talking about this with my buddy Alex, the moderator of the live streaming. Let me see. I'm actually comfortable with saying 4 languages, but I could make a case for maybe 5 or more because some of the languages that I speak um, are very similar to other neighborly languages, if I could say it like that. Sasha, hey. So, what brought you to India? You mean to say that you're in India now, or you mean just how I ended up being in India? There you go. You work night shifts, Anita. There was a time in my life I was working night shifts. Was a very interesting period because you have time to elaborate and ponder on a lot of stuff. Personal growth much. um, no, actually, I don't speak Arabic, Royale side. Now people get personal and asking about my roots. Um, you know what? The reason why I'm dragging this whole thing out is because I wanted the channel to focus on the message per se, but I'm realizing that people follow people, people connect with people, and at some point I have to, not have to, but it would be more genuine to share things from my personal life, and I get it, and I mentioned before that I will do this in due time because I have some artistic vision of how I want to present it. First, I was thinking about Q&A maybe, and now that I am thinking about upgrading my gear, I want to do interesting, little bit more engaging video about what I've been doing past couple of decades and
Why?
how
Hello
I
there,
ended up
buddy. Yeah,
being
why are you sexy as fuck?
how I ended up being here where I am right now. Hey, Mickey.
Why, oh, why? Hello there, buddy. It's your boy from Disneyland.
Hello there. How are you?
God, I saw you were streaming, buddy. I usually see you in the comment sections of a bunch of videos about women and shit. I just wanted to say hi, buddy. And I totally agree with you. Fuck women, boys. Minnie Mouse fucking divorced me and took my clubhouse and Pluto. Now I'm stuck with Cowbell, and it sucks. She's a goddamn cow. You know how that works? I'm a goddamn 2-foot fucking mouse trying to fuck a 6-foot tall cow. That shit don't work. That's why I'm going to fucking Japan. I'm gonna fuck them hentai girls. God damn! You already know those girls be thick. But yeah, you know, you guys don't want to be in the United States, buddy. This shit's a fucking clown world. Like, god damn! All right, love
Man,
you,
you're hilarious. Where are you from?
Oh, you're hilarious too. Oh, I'm from fucking Canada, buddy. I moved to Canada. God damn. You already know Disney World expensive as fuck. But it's so expensive here that even though the tickets cost like hundreds of dollars, I still can't pay my employees jack shit. Hey, I might make millions off of fucking Star Wars and shit, but hell no. You think I'm gonna pay these people money? Hell no. This place runs on smiles. And tears.
Oh man, I don't know who you are, but I'm loving you.
I love you too, buddy. All right, see you later.
What if this was the moment your life changed?
Oh man, what was that about, Mickey? You are a star. Thank you for giving me some laughs. Come on, guys, join the Discord. Let's talk. Oh man. Hey Hussein, I'm thinking Iranian. I mean, some say Turkish, some say Iranian, but I mean, I don't want to jeopardize anything, but I will say that I understand some of Turkish, some of Iranian.
Nobody. Yo, why in your fitness and nutrition channel there's nothing in there? Where's my McDonald's? Hey, I want to see some McDonald's up in here, buddy. Ba 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 ba. I'm loving it.
Oh my god, Mickey.
Sponsored by McDonald's.
What are some of your favorite channels? Actually, I like informative channels that I'm actually quite boring in that manner because when I watch, like, if there's something, YouTube is either very easy time spending when I'm tired, like watch some of the channels that I've been following for years maybe, like the Hodge twins, but I mean they've gotten a little bit lazy on the YouTube front. I think they should have concentrated more on social media than traveling a lot and doing physical job, like being exhausted. Also I liked vegan games, but I mean he became complacent with his production, and I understand that it's his livelihood, so he had to tone it down. I've seen some of you on the most bizarre places on YouTube, because I mean, sometimes I think I watch kind of content that no one watches. I don't mean that they're very unusual, but I mean, people are interested in different stuff. So sometimes I find out that people who are watching my videos are interested in the same other stuff that I watch on YouTube. And then going back to the videos or channels that I watch, mainly like I have I like to watch longer longer format of videos, like podcasts from people that I see a lot of value from. And yeah, I mean, and then comedy. I mean, I love comedy. So is there anyone who knows Andrew Schultz? I think his humor is very on point, on par with mine. Very non-political correct, and straight to the point without any BS, and unapologetically doing his thing. Yeah, like Hodge Twins. I mean, a lot of comedy. Recently, I don't know. I was watching a lot of Steve Harvey stuff. I mean, in his early days, he was very. He had a very dirty mouth on him, but now he has toned down. But still, he's a funny comedic person. Yeah, and sometimes I like channels that give good entertainment, like together combined with something that may appeal for people who are interested in self-improvement. Like, I mean, not exactly all the topics that they cover, but maybe like Matt Diavella or Nathaniel Drew. I mean, the stuff with like they are called videographers, I think, but at the same time they're exploring their own lives and presenting it in a very visually pleasing manner. And I got the question from Breanna here. What topics you'll be covering in the future? I think in my mind I want to do maybe lesser how do you say it? Lesser amount of videos, but maybe a longer format and maybe more visually pleasing, because let's face it, nobody is gonna watch my boring ass having this white background behind me for a very long time. So I think it's almost mandatory to, even if you are doing some self-improvement channel or personal development, you have to present some kind of entertainment value. Otherwise, people drop off. They don't watch the whole video. And I know I have some YouTubers here in the chat, or aspiring YouTubers, and they know that it takes a lot of unconventional methods in order to get traction on YouTube. So I mean, and in that way, I think as I was, I have already mentioned this, but I mean, there has to be some kind of enjoyment. A big portion of your production has to be fun to yourself as a creator. So that's why I think myself. Like even if I want to spread a message of living a simplistic life, I would like to present it in a manner. I mean, I have to say that I love films. There was a time in my life I've been watching like 3 films a day. Not that it gives me credit, but I mean, I love the artistry of film production. I mean, conveying emotions through visual cues and through sound, especially through sound, because it's very um, like you have to be very attuned with what kind of emotion you want to convey in order to present like that music helps to convey the emotion that you want to present, and it's like it's very subconscious, and in a matter you could say it can be manipulative, like in that way, like you're presenting something in a way that people find emotionally engaging, and you have to feel yourself those emotions. It's like you're communicating when you go to an art gallery. You're watching all those paintings. It's like you're communicating with the artist who has been living maybe several centuries ago, and yet that language, that message is still there before your eyes. So yeah, film creation and stuff like that. I want to learn those stuff and maybe incorporate that into personal development topics and present you in maybe completely different way that I was doing for now. So, and YouTube is a platform that evolves constantly, and you have to be very. It's like it shows your own development. You can almost feel if the creator gets a little bit complacent. You can almost feel it, because you can see the same type of videos that they put out, and that they're not trying to challenge themselves. And I have to be honest, I've been there myself. I mean, I'm there a little bit. Maybe sometimes I get like unmotivated, but I think I have to make it more adventurous in order to convey the experience, the excitement that I'm feeling for stuff. I mean, for these things that I talk about. So I hope it clarified a little bit what I'm going with this channel. Let's see. Pura 1987. How to keep yourself motivated and keep going. I mean, it depends why you're doing what you're doing. Are you doing this for right reasons? What is your why? You have to always have deeper meaning to your craft. Why you're doing what you're doing, and what are you sharing with others? I mean, let's talk about film industry. I mean, there are a few directors, like the latest film by Martin Scorsese. Give it up for those who like Italian film industry. I mean, American, but by Italians. Yeah, the dude is like almost 80 years old, and he's still going strong because he loves thing he's doing. And he admitted in an interview that film corporations don't want to do the kind of films that he wants to produce. So he doesn't get funding for that. But he doesn't care. He does his thing because he loves this whole thing. He loves his craft. He loves the whole. It's never about money for those people. So when you're doing something that you really love, you will stop caring. I mean, myself, speaking as from the personal experience, I mean, I've been there as well. I've been also watching these subscriber numbers get up and down and up and down, but it shouldn't affect your mojo. It shouldn't affect your energy, your eagerness, because you have to do things that you enjoy. And if you don't enjoy it, it will reflect to viewers, and they won't be excited to watch your videos because you weren't excited to do them. And same goes for anything you are doing in life. Yes, actually, life is a journey. I'm having a email exchange with several other YouTubers about collaboration. I have to admit I haven't been effective with finding collaboration partners, but I will put more time into it and do collaboration. Maybe try to present you some new creators that you might find interesting. Yeah. So, and the thing about being underrated. Thank you, Pura. I think like you've probably heard that they say that YouTube is saturated, and yeah, of course, it's not like it was when it was 2010 or 2011 when, for example, PewDiePie got popped. It's the competition is much more fierce, and it's almost mandatory to have some visual, some productive value into your videos in order for people to even give you a chance to watch your videos. So when you have a lot of YouTubers who do those kind of stuff, then you have to up your game. You cannot just talk about your passion. You have to show it in a very entertaining way. And I've seen YouTubers who, like, for 2 years, they've been doing YouTube for 2 years. Like I discovered this one girl. She talks about YouTube and how to grow big on YouTube. She had like 2,000 subscribers after 2 years. But now one of her videos got popped, and her whole channel gained a lot of traction, and he went from 2,000 subscribers to 22,000 subscribers over a matter of 1 month or even less. So if just one video makes well, then yeah, you are good to go. Because before, if YouTube's algorithm is not working for you, then it's almost impossible to just... Then you have to have really huge productions in order to get some traction, because people don't watch all of your videos, and then YouTube don't like that. So Breanna, how do you choose what you will talk about and create content for next? Do you go by lists, trends of topics, or something else? Um, it's different. When I started YouTube, I was actually brainstorming, and I remember I brainstormed like 50 topics or something like that. And actually, I haven't went through. I didn't go through them all. So, but sometimes I'll watch some podcast or something like that, and they will say something that resonates with me at the moment being, and I write it down. I write it down, and then a video is born. And sometimes you guys recommend stuff, and I appreciate it because I want to give you value. I mean, you're the ones who are watching, right? But you're right that I should maybe start watching trends a little bit more. I mean, I did a video about no fap. It's a very trendy topic, and I know that a lot of guys are very curious about that topic. So I did a video, and I got good response for being a video on my channel. So I mean, yeah, that works. Or maybe including other creators in your videos in a way, maybe responding to them like I did on my latest video. Let's see. Yes, Power Matrix. One has to evolve constantly. And actually, you feel kind of like when you're stagnating, you kind of know. You have to be very honest with yourself. Freeman37. Hi, my guy. What's your opinion on Coach Red Pill? I mean, the dude has a lot of wisdom. I can give you him that. But sometimes I think he can go overboard for some stuff, and I think he feels kind of very distant. I think from his subscribers. Um, I don't know. I mean, my suggestion is to watch people, even me. I'm not a special person. Watch whatever content you're watching and draw your own conclusions. Don't be sheep. Always have your own mental point of origin. Always think independently from others. Don't follow someone blindly. But yeah, he has a lot of wisdom. So he is a little bit. He's too blatant for YouTube. I think that's why he's experiencing the problems he's experiencing. But I mean, props to him to do things without bending his integrity. I mean, I appreciate that. I salute that. Live talks, yeah, man. I've watched one of your videos. I think you were traveling around. I think there's a lot of potential. You have to just keep going. Um, and yeah, do try to like when you're traveling right now. Try to maybe interview people, talk to them, so it gets more dynamic into your vlogs. I think people will appreciate it more. So I've been thinking about that myself. So maybe in near future you will see me talk to other people. Let's see. Let's see. Favorite directors and film actors. I like Clint Eastwood, actually, Martin Scorsese, Christopher Nolan. Not, I mean, long before Batman. I think I like his film Prestige. I've watched it several times. Um, and let me think. There are several more, I think, that I appreciate. But those are that I can come up with on from the top of my head. And actors, I like Leo DiCaprio, actually. Um, let's see. There were a lot of um, film actors from older generation, but they're not making any films right now, or they're making maybe a few, or some of them become sellouts. So yeah, no comment there. But at the moment, I think Leonardo DiCaprio, he's still holding to his standards. He's not. He's making movies very seldom, but yeah, he chooses his roles, and yeah, and that's also a sign of integrity for me, and I appreciate that. Like nowadays, it's only Marvel movies and yeah, superhero films. I mean, they generate a lot of cash, but I mean, people who are drawn a little bit more towards intellectual stuff, I mean, they're dissatisfied. The latest film from Scorsese was about to be cancelled because he didn't get any funding, but Netflix chimed in, so that's why they say that's why they were able to produce that film, The Irishman. Yeah, let's see. Video editing software that I use is it's actually a Final Cut Pro. I'm not using it to the max, but um, yeah, I mean you have to have a little bit more time. If you're doing 5 videos, 3 videos, 4 videos, 5 videos a week, maybe you won't get any time to experiment. And the editing stuff is all about experimenting, making things disappear and come in and come out, and not being afraid of, like, always thinking about yourself. Do you find your production interesting and fun for yourself, not for others? If the answer is yes, then do it. Champion Game Coach EO, good to see you on here. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you, Champion. I appreciate that. Daniel, I love cinema myself. I used to go to advanced screenings and press release screenings with this movie group. It was kind of their hobby. Yeah, I mean, there's so much you can do with cinema. I mean, you can do action, you can do drama, you can do very slow films, you can do very fast films. It's like very endless possibilities to express your emotions, you know. So very compelling to me. Live talks, yes, exactly. That was the content bug channel. Like the girl was grinding and grinding and grinding, and props to her for being so consistent. And then boom, from out of nowhere. Okay, it wasn't out of nowhere, but I mean, she was patient, and that's what gave her the edge. And that's why many people fail, because they're not patient. Let's see. Uh, something YouTube is lacking is face-to-face creators and viewers. I mean, you have to understand that this is a marketing tool, and if it's face-to-face, then it becomes very ineffective in marketing. So these platforms were created for marketing purposes. Like they knew that this social media would pop someday and make a like. Why do you think everything is free from the beginning, from the day one? Because they know that they're trying to gather a lot of users, gather a lot of information. They're selling information. They're marketing, and the reachability of this social media thing is amazing. So that's why there's no one-on-one. Mariah, I was here since 700 subs. Now you're at over 7.5. Yes. I'm very flattered and pleased that you're here. I mean, that's gotta be a hell of a lot of dedication. Without no jokes. I mean, I appreciate that. And yeah, I think I have to switch my strategies because the things I were doing is not sustainable. I've seen his comments in animation videos everywhere. So I checked his channel out and said, damn, he's good. Anyone know Hussein's time zone? It's 9:42 p.m. UTC time zone. UTC time zone. I think it should be in the description box. Maybe I left it out. Let's see. Breanna, I enjoy your content. I'm excited to see how far you go, where your journey will take you, and more importantly, what content you provide next. You're doing great, brother. I wish you much success. Very kind words. If you have any other suggestions, or maybe like, I mean, creation-wise, I mean, what kind of visually, what kind of content do you enjoy? Don't hesitate. Just share your thoughts, and yeah, I'm very open to new things. Gotta be a lifelong student, right? Freeman37, are you a fan of saga like Matrix, Lord of the Rings, or Star Wars? Maybe something since childhood? I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but Lord of the Rings, in my personal opinion, I think the best damn trilogy out there. And Matrix, I mean, Matrix was a trilogy, but come on, the first film was it. Then they did something else. But yeah, the first Matrix is also very revolutionary to film industry, not just like an art form, but as a philosophy as well. So, but yeah, Lord of the Rings, damn best damn trilogy out there. So even I think even older people like that film. That's how good it is. The music was outstanding. I mean, my suggestion, if someone would like to experiment, have a surround sound system. Like if you're sitting in a square room, have speakers in every corner and blast them to the max while watching Lord of the Rings. You will have some experience, and goosebumps are guaranteed. How do you manage fear and stress? The thing with fear is like um, it's a very natural mechanism, but we have to always think about the reason we're afraid of something. I mean, fear has to be there in order for us to feel excitement in life, in life that we're having now. I mean, we're not living with the saber-toothed tigers anymore, right? So people are afraid to approach other people, to converse, or to maybe get to know someone new, or maybe give a try to their passion and pursue that. So fear is a good thing, but you have to like always talk to yourself. What is it that I'm fearing, and why I'm fearing that? Is it plausible? Is the plausible fear? Like being fearful of starting a new company or something like that. People always tell, like, even my brother told me, I'm doing this thing, YouTube, and he was like, what if it fails? I mean, first of all, you cannot think like that. Fails for what? What is it that I'm shooting? I mean, if your sole purpose is to get rich, then YouTube isn't for you, and nothing else is for you. Like, I mean, even if you want to go get a usual employment, you have to bust your ass, get an education or skill, and then search for job, go on interviews, be accepted, get a job. I mean, everything demands a lot of hard work. So why not put that in something you like, or something you're passionate about, or something you have been thinking about long time? So we have this false projection of the mind, thinking that we're worthless, we cannot do anything, and it's always about how other people perceive you. I mean, imagine if you're living on a on an island somewhere. There are no people. Like, imagine you are Tom Hanks or Robinson Crusoe on an island. Would you care about someone thinking a certain way about you? No, because there is no one. So we're always taking this skewed perception of someone not liking us. Who the fuck cares? Do your own thing and always communicate with yourself. If you're fearful, just stop and communicate with yourself. Is that fear a rational thing? Am I going to risk my life if I take that step? So you have to kind of convince yourself that everything is all right. It's a training thing. I mean, if you're accustomed to facing your fears, then you won't have, like, the more rejections you acquire, the less you will care. The same goes for other types of fears. So, and stress. I mean, if you're constantly stressed, try living more mindfully. Try to meditate. Spend a lot of time on your own. Take off. Don't try to escape your problems. Like, if you're working Monday to Friday, and then you think for yourself that you will go and party with your friends on Friday evening or Saturday evening or something like that, take a time off. Talk to yourself. I mean, not literally, don't sit there and mumble to yourself, because you will be perceived as a psycho. Not that you should care, but you know what I mean. So, and stress, if you are doing all this stuff, you're taking time off, you're being for yourself, you're meditating, you're trying to live a more mindful life, and it doesn't help, then I would say that you have to change your lifestyle. You're doing something that stresses you more than it gives fulfillment. That's my take on it. So, yeah, let's see. Uh, Learn Portuguese by Teresa. I followed Tony Robbins. And he focused a lot on being ambitious and wanting more, but at the same time, he talks about being grateful. Isn't isn't it a contradiction? Can you do a video about this gray line topic? Very interesting topic. But I would say this for now. It's about, if you don't know, I've been doing two videos on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and that's what it's about. First, when you don't have food on your table, you try to get that. But when you have food on your table, you have comfortable life, you have a roof over your head, then you start thinking more deeply. Like, you cannot convince a homeless person to be grateful. That person is probably freezing, dirty, doesn't have enough money to buy healthy food. So in that manner, like, if you give that person all of that necessities that a person needs, then that person might maybe think more gratefully, or think more about spirituality and stuff like that. I hope it makes some sense. But yeah, I think maybe let me write it down. I will do a video on that topic. Good question. Let's see. I will just copy it into my topic list. There you go. I miss stories about your family. How do you mean, Mariah? Damn, you're farther than I thought. Further. Oh, okay, farther. I thought, Brianna, I thought you meant, damn, you're a father. Yes, I'm. You're in US, I presume, and I'm in Europe. So, uh, I will take the time to think more about what I would like to hear and discuss, and get back to you in the comment section. That would be good for me too, to consistently keep up with my big questions. Yeah, a win-win situation. You give me topic, and we discuss it together, right? Um, Ram K, do you invest? I was thinking about it, but I'm not quite there yet, I think. And another thing is, like, they're talking about recession and stuff. I think you have to be very careful this time of this time, because yeah, I mean, don't quote me on that, because I am not financially educated in that manner. But I think a lot of people are talking about recession. So, Sonics, hello, hello to you. So that's a nice video idea. Fear of what other people think of you, or how to deal with that insecurity. Let me think. Maybe I've done similar video, but I'll see. If not, I'll do a video on this. And now I'm copying your question to my topic list. So good. Some of your earlier videos, you shared them. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I would like to incorporate some personal stories, and I will later on. I think that will give more resonance with people. I think they, at the end of the day, they want to know who is that dude that speaks to camera right now. So do placing God above Dorde. Milosavljevic. Am I pronouncing right? Dorde Milosavljevic. Either Serbian or Serbian, maybe. I mean Serbian, like in Yugoslavian. Do placing God above ourselves makes us more mentally strong? Religion is a very peculiar topic, and I don't want to be very simplistic about that. What I will tell, though, is what I will tell is that God is like religion was created to have more control of masses and like control of civilizations, but at the same time having a spiritual depth is very important, especially I think for men, for someone to see someone to look up to, you know, and like for leadership. And religion was a great place to motivate men to do right in life. Like men need masculinity is about this like very hardcore discipline and limitations, and religion teaches that. But I don't think you should, in my own opinion, you should entrust your life to something that another man has created. So if you think about it, religion is someone else is writing down words and creating a book. What I have come to understand from life, there's this deep understanding to God and to life and to universe, everything being the same within all of us, and ultimately the purpose is to get in touch with that. Before, without using any outwardly means, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Yes, like for leadership, yes, it's a good thing, it's a good place to start, but I will urge you to ultimately see that strength within yourself. Every person has it, but to actually find that place, especially nowadays when we're very distracted from everything, by digitization and stuff like that. It's very hard to do that this day and age. So ultimately, I urge you to find that strength, that leadership within yourself. It's like almost a person, maybe, I'm not saying you or anyone else, I'm just saying like a little bit abstractly speaking. It's like person is not confident enough to believe in themselves, so we have to believe in something higher than us. Yet again, I'm not trying to redefine something. I'm just like speaking strictly logically. So it's like if I'm a teenager and I want to hit the gym because I will get bigger and then I will get female attention, then it's a start as you want. It's a good reason enough. But as you go, you have to evolve that deeper meaning to why you are trying to, why you're doing what you're doing, without anyone else's help, without any outwardly validation. So,
Hey, Hussein, before you end this year, I got someone in the waiting room for you. Want me to move him?
Daniel, I'm not familiar with that YouTuber. I will check him out. So I think we've hit a 1 hour mark, and next time I hope we will get more people wanting to talk on Discord. But yeah, it was fun, guys. We'll do this the same format, maybe the same format, maybe another format. Let's see. Next week, Friday, around same time. So yeah, it's all for me. And for now, Hussein out. Bye, everyone.